Alright, y'all, so we're gonna try some stuff out. I might need to stop recording and start recording. We'll see how it goes. I made some recording settings because I'm trying to get the quality as high as possible. So if I need to stop the recording and stuff like that, hopefully I don't lose too much. It did say that it was overloading there for a little bit, but it's not anymore. So if this episode's kind of messed up, I'll be sure to go back and like watch over it, and I'll fix it up. But before we get too deep into this, as always, this is not a public repository, so if you guys are interested in accessing it, there is a video in the description down below. I'm trying to go ahead and announce that at the beginning of every episode because I'm starting to get some questions about it. Also, I haven't been live for a while, so I've been trying to catch myself up with the project and everything. We had family over, and then we have family over again next week. So I think I'm going to try to be live today, obviously. So today is Thursday, March 7th. So I'm trying to be live also on Friday the 8th, Saturday the 9th, and then Sunday the 10th. That'll give me about 4 episodes worth. So I don't know how long I'm going to stream tonight or those other nights. That way I don't stretch myself too thin. Then I'm going to be off a week again. Videos won't be stopped or anything like that. And I'll have time to actually edit. I just don't have time or won't be able to actually stream. So with that being said, last time we worked on this, over a week ago, we were working on getting posts working. I was following more people, but my database refreshed and everything, so I don't have all the people. But I kind of want to just go ahead and try to get these posts kind of set up. We have a bunch of like stuff we have to do for the hovers on these, and then we need to we need to start maybe thinking about how we're going to deal with quote tweets and all of that stuff. So that will be interesting. That'll be some Java work. We'll see if we get to that today, or we just kind of work on getting the post working. But let's go ahead and hop into the code and just get working on this, and we'll kind of see where the day takes us. So as I mentioned, let me go ahead and fix this up a little bit, and I'm going to try to keep my eye on the encoding, just because I don't want it to overload or anything, because it gets choppy and stuff. More like waiting on offer letter, trying to schedule a couple background checks. That's good. I appreciate, or not appreciate, but that's good that you got an offer letter, or hopefully you get the offer letter and everything's good. Hopefully you got a good position and everything. So right now our post just looks like this. So we need to add verified. So this is something else we need to do. So maybe we do get to this today. We'll see. And then a bunch of stuff here. So right now, let's go and just see what our post looks like. Did we bring in the post CSS? I do not see a post CSS in here. So let's go ahead and also bring in the /post.css and save. Also, I wanted to go ahead and say that I was planning a Spring Boot with Spring Security video, but I got pulled into some stuff with like NeoVim and stuff. And I think I'm actually making a NeoVim video next, and then delaying the video for the Spring Boot. I'm actually developing a NVim or NeoVim not configuration, but a plugin right now for Spring Boot. I want to play around with it and stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and probably make a video about that as well. But anyway, let's go to our post.css. Let's go ahead and bring in post. So here width is just going to be 100%. And then the height will have a height on it. So for the height, I think height is actually like fit content. It looks like it just depends on how tall the post is and stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and say fit content on this, like so. And then I don't know. So if we take a look at this guy, so there's a post left and post right. So we're gonna need a display flex. This is the thing that kind of stinks about not working on this for a while, display flex. And we can go ahead and justify content evenly, I suppose. Or actually, let's just say flex start. And align items will also be flex start, I think. I think we want flex start on both these. We'll see how it looks. And then maybe we have a padding on this. Do we want a padding on this? We might not do a padding on this because I think there's gonna be borders on the top and bottom. So like border, and yeah, so these are like thicker and stuff. So border top, border top will be like 1px solid, and this will be light gray. So let's just go ahead and hop into our app.tsx and grab the light gray color. I believe it's light gray, we'll see. And then we'll also do a border on the bottom. So border bottom 1px solid, and then this will be the same color. Paste it. So now let's just see what it looks like. It's not going to be crazy because obviously it's not styled, but you can see we have the left side, the right side, all is good. So now let's go ahead and do the profile picture. So the profile picture is 40 by 40. Actually, I guess we'll just do post left first. So come back in here. Oops, wrong one. So do this, and then this will just be with, I don't know. Let's do like, I don't really know how big to do this. Let's try 10% and see what it looks like. Height will just be 100%, and we might want to display flex on this. Display flex just to be safe. It will display flex and will justify, or say flex direction is column. So it goes up and down. We'll justify content start. If I get typed, I cannot type today. Flex start and align items. This one might be center, but I'm gonna go ahead and say flex start as well. And then we also want a padding on this. I think it's about the same. So let's just go ahead and say like padding 16px, and we'll see how bad it looks. So that's fine. Now we'll go ahead and grab the profile picture. So this doesn't have a class name on it. So let's go ahead and give it a class name. Class name equal to post-pfp. Or does it have a class name? No, it doesn't. Okay. So post profile picture. So this one will have a width of 40px, and we'll see if it fits, and we'll just kind of bump it up. Height is 40px, and let's see. So border radius will be 100%. Border will be none. So border none, and then we want I always forget how to fit this. So what we went on profile last, right? So let me look in the profile area. And was it top bar? Might be follow section. Is there an image in here? Yes, PFP. So let's just see what this looks like. So follow section, and we want, where is it at? I'm looking for PFP, although we didn't actually put it in here. Interesting. I don't know why that's not in there. Okay. It might also be in the search and discovery. So let's look at discovery really quick. Okay, we're not. Okay, cool. We're good. So discovery results, CSS, and let's see. We want object fit cover is what we want. So go ahead and grab that. So object fit will be cover, and save that. And now this should kind of start looking a little bit better, but we probably need to resize stuff. So I think we need a little bit more space than that. So let's give it like 20% and just see what it looks like. Okay, so that's obviously too much. But I think if we put it back down to like 15 or 12, that might be okay. Again, I'm just testing some stuff out here. It might honestly be like 12. So let's try 12. It's always a pain in the backside to edit these. I think we'll go 12. Okay, so that's good. And it seems like we have some sort of padding on this. I don't know how. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But this is good. So now we can go ahead and start doing this stuff. So also I just realized there's like a dot in the middle for some reason. I'm not sure what the deal with that is. So It's like, I'm trying to see here. It's between the username and the posted date. There's like a p tag with like a period inside of it. Class name equal to, and we might do this. Div class name. Oh, it is overloading. Is it because it's playing a video? Okay, so I'm gonna have to turn down the quality just a little bit, unfortunately. Post dash dot dash section. Hopefully this is gonna be usable. What to see, p class name equal to post dots, and then we'll just have a dot. And the reason why I'm doing this is so we can center this. Kind of silly, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and say post right. Go ahead and grab our post right, get rid of that. So now here, now we can have width is equal to 88%, and height will be 100% again. While padding, padding of 16 px once again, just to kind of match up with the rest of that. And then we'll have display of flex, and I believe this one is just going to be flex direction column, and we might not have even needed this, but we'll justify content flex start, and I think that'll be it for now. We might want like a column gap or a row gap, right? Of like, I don't know, like 8px or 4px or something. So I don't know what this is going to look like, but I think that's probably good. So let's take a look. So now it's a little bit scuffed just because we need to set up the rest of this. And it looks like it's stacking. Did it only do 8px on the other padding? Post left has 16. It looks a little bit strange, but maybe once I get working on it, it'll be fine. We'll see what happens here. So let's do top right or right top, post right top. Copy this, and if I can go to the right spot for once. So here, width will be 100%. Height will just be fit content, I suppose. And display will be flex. This one will have justify content, and we can go ahead and say flex start again. Flex start is probably default, and I probably don't need to do it this way, but it is what it is. And then we'll line items in the center this time. And I'm trying to think of what else we might need. I think that's probably fine. Although we might actually want to do space between on this, because it looks like there's like a dot 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 on the right side that we might need some space around. But now we should start seeing, yep, so we have this guy and this guy. Now of course, I feel like there's extra padding in this or something we're going to look at. But now we need to like basically line this up in a line, and it'll kind of be fine. So now we can do our user info, and let's go ahead and come in here and do the user info. User info. So width, let's say let the width is like 90% of our space. Height will be fit content, and display will be flex again, so it kind of goes around each other. Here we're just going to go and justify content flex start, and we'll line items in the center. I want to make sure padding is 0 on this. Should be padding 0 on all of these, so shouldn't need that. I might need to make some changes. So now if we take a look, you can see now it's all in a line, but you can see there's like a weird spacing there. So like if I get rid of this padding, I wonder why there's no padding on this guy. Let's just add padding 0 here just to make sure there's no padding, and margin 0. I'm not sure where all this extra padding is coming from, but apparently it's getting padding from left or something. I'm not sure what's going on, but that's basically what they want to look like. It should maybe be a little bit closer. So I might want to bring this back down to 10 where we had it at originally. I think that's probably good. And there's some like margin stuff on this that we'll fix up. That's not that big of a deal. So let's go ahead and next we have the user info setup. So now we need to actually do the different user stuff. So first we have, if I can click on the right thing, post nickname. So let's go ahead and grab post nickname. So this is going to be dead simple. I'm just going to say post nickname. I'm going to get margin and padding down to 0. Margin 0, padding 0. And then font size should probably be like 15 or something. Yep, font size 15. And then font weight is pretty thick. I'm going to try 600 just see how it looks. And this should probably fix up a lot of the wonkiness. So I guess it didn't, and I think it needs to be even thicker than that, honestly. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it up to 18. Okay, that's fine. And it might have to do with like some of the justified content and flex starts and stuff like that. We'll get it fixed up. Whoops, I did not mean to click on that. Okay, it didn't register. We're good. Okay, that's better. It's thicker. Oh, it did register, it's just slow. Okay, we're not dropping frames, but I'm a little bit worried about the recording. So that's fine. So now we are going to need space, and we need an @ symbol on this guy. So we have this here. We need an @ right here. An @ sign if I could type properly. Okay. And then we'll say post username. So this one is just a little bit thinner. And it might be a slightly different color. So that might be something we want to change as well. So dot this. And here, margin, once again, be 0. Padding will be 0. And I think that we want a font weight or font size of 15 px on this one as well. Looks about the same. But this time the font, font weight will be more like 400. It's pretty thin. And then we're going to go ahead and say color. And let's go ahead and grab like the dark gray color or something from app.tsx instead of regular black, because it's like it's a little bit different color. And yeah, I don't think it's like italicized or anything. So go ahead and do that and save that. Okay, that's good to go. And we are going to have to convert like the time that it was posted, because it says like 3 hours, 24 hours, whatever. I don't think we actually did that. So that's what I have to do. In user info, I'm going to go ahead and put a column gap in this of like, let's try 8 px and just see what it looks like. Because there is a bit of a gap in between the stuff. So that might be a little bit aggressive. So let's maybe go like 6. I think that'll probably do it. I'm not sure. Again, I'm just guessing, not eyeballing it. I think that'll probably do. Okay. And then next we have this dot. So for the dot, we're going to grab this guy, which is kind of silly that we're doing it like this. So let's copy this. I'm getting rid, well, I don't want to get rid of the feed because I might need it. Do this. And then height will be fit content. And width will be fit content. But we're going to have display flex. And align items in the center. Justify content in the center. Maybe. So it should try to center it up and down, left and right. And then we need the actual dot itself. So let's grab the post dot. So post dot. And then we'll go ahead and say height is just fit content. And width is just fit content. And fingers crossed, this actually does what I'm wanting and doesn't do something silly. It didn't move anywhere. Terrific. Let's see. It should have moved up and down, right? Has a weird padding on it though. So let's go ahead and say padding 0 and margin 0. I didn't think about that. So let's see now. Are you going to be centered? It still didn't move. It definitely has space up and down. So I'm not sure. Let's see here. Display flex. Display flex. Align item center. So maybe we say height like 5px and with 5px and see what happens. 5px, and then here height will be 100%. And now does it want to move? It went the wrong way. Oh, you love to see it. Although post dot is up here. But what is this down here? Huh, that's weird. Width is 10px. Let's just do that. Huh. It acts like it's supposed to be centered, but it's like out of whack for some reason. Let's just do this really quick and do the posted at and see if it fixes it. Dot posted at height is fit content, width is fit content, and then we'll go ahead and say margin 0 and padding 0. Maybe there's some monkey stuff going on with this. Who knows? No, that just brought it up. So why is this? So like, it's weird to me because it says it's up here. Maybe it's not thick enough. So maybe we go like 10 by 10. And this should have a px on it. That just brought that up. But the period itself, see, like p dot post dot is up here, but it's like the period is below, which is weird to me. What is going on with this? This is so strange. It moved again because the p dot post dot says it's here, but it's all the way down there. I mean, that does look a little bit small. Post dot section says 8 by 5. How is it 8 by 5? Because the height is... Height should be 100% of the section. Interesting. I might have to go into... This is really dumb. But I might have to do one of these. I might have to go into Material UI icons. I might have to get like a dot icon. Assuming they have one. If it wants to stop tripping out on me. Okay, it's loaded. So there's a circle. There's a fiber manual record. I'm gonna try this circle and see what happens. So let's copy this. It's really stupid that I'm not to do it like this, but what can you do? And then I guess I don't need this stuff anymore because I can just go ahead and display flex it in the center where we need it. So let's try to do this first. Let's go ahead and get rid of this and get rid of this and see if I can do it this way. You might not like it, we'll see. And whoops, let's import it up here. So I got my icon, copy this icon, and we'll say circle icon sx equal to, it's pretty small. Let's say height equal to, I don't remember how this works. I think it's like this, but I'm not sure. Height is equal to 10 and width is equal to 10 maybe. We might need to put px in this. Again, it's been a while since I developed. This is what happens when life hits you. And then we need to close it. Okay. So does this center it? It does center, but it's way too massive. Let's try like 5 by 5. This is kind of a dumb way to do this, but it's dumb that we have to do it this way. And we might want to change the color on that as well. We might also want to change this guy. But so yeah, we need to change. This is even smaller. Let's try like 2 by 2. And we also want color. Whoops. Color will be the same color, the dark gray. And we also need to update the posted date to be thinner as well. So we don't actually need a dot section. And did we never actually do the posted date, or did I delete the posted date like a dum-dum? I did. Okay, let's get rid of these two. And then here, once again, we'll have font size. Font size will be 15px. And yeah, I think it's probably the same size. Font weight is also pretty thin, 400. And color will be dark gray. So let's grab this, paste that, save that. And now we should have everything set up for that part. So if we come back in here, that seems a little bit thick, even at 400. And this guy might be a little bit small now. So let's say like 4 by 4. And it's weird to me that this seems so thick. 400, 400. I don't think you can go any smaller than 400, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I don't know. But I think that probably looks fine. I think it's not perfectly centered. But now you can see that I think we want the padding back in it now, because I think now that's a little bit scuffed. So post right. And yeah, so say padding 16px. Let's add that back. And okay, so we just want padding top, I think. So let's just say padding top 16px. There we go. Cool. I like that. It might even be not that quite that high, but I think that looks pretty good. Now we need to get like how many, I don't know if it says X amount of days. I should really look at like my Twitter to see what it looks like. So let me look really quick to see like what it looks like whenever it's been like several days. So if it's been a while, it goes October, comma, whatever. So we don't want Saturday. And how do we want to deal with this? So it looks like maybe less than a week. It says, so it looks like less than a day. It'll say like, let's not play that. I don't want to encode. So less than 24 hours ago, it'll say like X amount of hours. And maybe I already set this up. Let's go in the post. Oh, there's nothing else in post. So there's no way I set this up, right? That's the question. Do I want to set this up now, or do I want to get the styling done? Because I want to make a note of this. That way I don't forget. So we need to, oh, we have convert posted date to string. That just says new date. So update convert posted, whoops, convert posted date to string to say hours up to 24, and then days up to 7, then month, I think it's like month, comma, let me look at this again. Month, comma, month, day. If this year. And then month is 3 letters, day, year, after. So we're gonna have to go ahead and format this date a little bit differently. which is going to be a pain in the backside. So that's why I'm thinking maybe we don't do it right now. We just kind of work on styling. So post more. So let's go ahead and come in here. So post more dot post more. So this one we can't, well, I don't know if we'll be able to find the width of it. So I'm gonna guess like 20 by 20 or something. I don't know, because you can't really hover over it. So let's just say like width is 20 px and height is 20 px. We're gonna have a border radius of 100% and border of none, maybe. And we'll go ahead and put a cursor pointer on it. So we'll need a post dash more hover. And here, let's have a background color for now. And let's go ahead and grab our trusty RGB, or our trusty hex to RGB. Can't speak. I'm gonna do the same thing we do all the time. I literally should have probably just done these in RGBA or RGB in the first place, and then I could have a lot easier time doing this. But we'll go ahead and grab the A, and then let's maybe say like 0.2. And let's see how big this is. It might be too big, it might be too small. Okay, that's way too small. And we also, I guess, need display flex on this. And we'll justify content in the center and align items in the center. So let's go ahead and say like 50 by 50 maybe. The thing is, it's not really that big. Because like 40 by 40 is, yeah, that's way too big. I think it might be like 35 by 35. I just need to resize the dot dot dot. Because I mean, realistically, there's no way it's bigger than our profile picture or close to our profile picture. Our profile picture is 40 by 40. So now if I think we can live with that. Then we just need to make the dot 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 a little bit smaller, because the dot dot dot's pretty small. So let's just go ahead and update our dot 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 to be even smaller. So sx equal to, and we'll go ahead and say height is going to be, let's try 20 px, and this might not be small enough. So we're just going to try it and then see what happens. 20 by 20. We need to bump down to 15, whatever we can. So that got it a little bit smaller. Honestly, I think we can live with that. I think it looks pretty good. I don't know why this looks so thick, because we set it. Posted at font size. Oh wait, we didn't set the font weight. I swore we set the font weight on this. Oh, we set the font family on accident. I was gonna say, it seemed really thick. 400. There we go, looks a lot better. So this needs to be reformatted. This could maybe be a little bit smaller, but I'm just gonna leave it as is. And I think it looks pretty good. We'll need an on-click on this eventually. Not gonna happen right now. Now, this text, we're gonna have to do something similar to the emoji, I guess. But I think for the post emoji thing, but it should be simpler because of the fact that it should be simpler just because we don't have to highlight over anything. I don't really know what it's going to look like with emojis because I don't use emojis because I'm an adult. But realistically, post content should probably be posted into like a function that outputs something. So realistically, what we should really have for post content is maybe like a div that just holds the container, and then the post content gets mapped through a function. The question is, do we want to do that today? I don't know, because I think we're gonna need a post with an emoji in it. I think that if we made a post with an emoji, it should pop up. So if we come in here and say what's poppin', and then say brand new whip, and then let's go ahead and grab Oh yeah, I forgot. I think we have a bug and this doesn't work. Well, it's not really a bug. I just forgot to do something. So let's hold off. Let's just kind of get this working and then we'll kind of go from there. So for now, what I'm going to do is this. So I can at least look at the font size and stuff of this. The font size is just 15 and it's just going to be black. And it's just going to have some, the width will be like whatever fits and whatnot. So let's just go ahead and do the post content really quick. And let's do this. So dot post content, we'll say height is fit content, I believe, and width is just going to be like 100% of the space that we have here. And then maybe we do like word break or word wrap, and we'll go ahead and or is it word break? Word break. And I think it's going to keep all. We want to get rid of all margin and padding. Margin 0, padding 0. And what else do we want? We want font size is going to be 15px, and font weight is just going to be, this one looks a little bit thicker, so this one I think we'll keep at 600. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to make this a div, because I think we're going to inject a p tag in here. So that should be fine. If we go ahead and take a look at this, that is a little bit thick. Maybe the black 400 just makes it look thicker. So let's go ahead and say 400, and it looks like we need a padding on the left of like 16. So let's go ahead and say padding 0. We'll also say padding left is 16px, and just see how that looks really quick. Okay, that's too much. Thought there was a column gap on this, but maybe I just put like a padding left of like 8px or something. Yeah, there's a row gap 4 here on post right, and this is in post right. So why does it seem like, oh, you know what? It's because it's closer to the profile picture, I think. It looks weird. But it also didn't look like it was lined up with Rick, right? So if we come back in the code and get rid of that padding left, I think it seemed like, yeah, it's not lined up with this. Let's see. There's some sort of padding on this top right. Let's see, border box top right with 100%. Is it because it's space around? That's kind of silly. Honestly, I think it shouldn't be center. I think it should be more like this, actually. I think this is what it should actually look like. So I guess we won't do space around. We'll just do flex start. So where's this at? So this is top right. So this should just be flex start. And what was the other thing that we were looking at? Oh, we don't want center, we want flex start on this as well. I think that looks better. Okay, and then we need to fix this guy. So let's come in here. So what's going on with this guy? So post more. What's wrong with post more? So post more is 30 by 30. Maybe it has to do with, but this should be fine. That should be flex start. Is it just bigger than... Maybe it's just too big? That's only 19, but this is 20 by 20. No, that should be fine. It's almost like it's not included. Oh, that's the user info. So we need to look at the post right top. But didn't we just set post right top flex start, flex start? We did. So why is that not actually setting our post more to that? Because even if we have display flex on this guy, it should be moving it. And then we just put a... that's strange. Post right top. Post right top. Flex start, flex start. Got rid of this. Whoops. Got rid of this align items. What happens? We put the align items back to center. What happens? We might have to align self-center somehow, which sometimes doesn't work, which is fun. Oh, that just moved those down. I wonder why it doesn't want to move up. Flex start. Justify self-flex start. It's up. It's like it's... It's so strange. It's almost like if we made it smaller, it would move. So like if we go to our more, what if we made it like 15 by 15, which is obviously too small. It doesn't move up if we make it like 15 by 15. It does. Now it's like even more weird though, right? Maybe we make the height of the issue I think is that how do you want to do this? The other option, I'm trying to think about what we can do about this. Because I don't think we can get it centered where we want it. The other option is this. We can keep it centered, but we can reduce the padding on the top. So let's undo what we did. So let's get rid of this height stuff and all of this stuff. Keep this centered. Keep that space around. Yeah, we don't want padding left. That's for sure. What we could do is this. So we can go ahead and say wherever we have our padding top at, padding top 16, get padding top like 8 instead on post right. And we can keep this as flex start. So flex start. And that should shift it over to the left a little bit, but it should kind of bring the center up. So it should look a little bit close to like Twitter. So yeah, so that might even be too much. We might still want like 10, and that should still be able to allow us to center this where we want in the middle here. But we can go ahead and make this guy larger. So post right top. So user info can be like 95 maybe. We might be able to get away with that to just push it over a little bit. Yeah, still not smushed. And I don't know. That might be okay. I think we might keep that. And then I think the issue now is that the height of this, yeah, it has to be 30 because of that middle guy. So this might just be about as good as it gets for this part. I would like it to be a little bit smaller, but I don't think we can swing it. Because we could put the height of post right top to like 25 px, but I think it's gonna smash this guy. Oh, it didn't. Although it didn't really make much space for this. Is there a row gap on this? Because I think I remember doing a row gap. Let's get rid of this row gap. There we go. I like that better. Let's see the spacing. And that spacing. Okay, I think I like that. Now I just need to do this part, and there is a little bit of spacing underneath this. Like a good 8 pixels or something, so we can definitely add some row gap to the bottom. Or we can just add some, I guess, padding to the top or margin to the bottom of this. So our post content, we'll just put a margin on the bottom of like 8 px or something and save that. And it might be 16. I don't know, that might look okay. So now we have to do the action bar. So let's grab the post action bar and dot post action bar. So this one will just go, although there's 2 sections to this, I'm sure I was smart enough to do this with 100%. Height will just fit content again. This one's not gonna be that big of a deal. And we want to justify content. See, I think we want a space between, but I don't know how this is gonna work. And then align items in the center. We also want to make sure we actually go ahead and display flex this. Display flex. This should clean up a lot of stuff. Yep, so this is still kind of scuffed. Now what we need to do is we'll group those together. The fun part's going to be that each of these actually needs a value. I don't know if it starts at 0, and I can actually look on my profile because I have some with 0. No, it just says nothing. What to do about this guy? Trying to think here what I want to do about this. So I think I already have, number of replies. And I think this is exactly what we'll do. Except we'll probably wrap this again. So I'll have like a div class name equal to post action bar reply group. And do this, and we'll copy and paste this, and then we'll have one more group here. And this will be interesting, to say the least. So that'll be interesting. I actually did get a job a while back. Thanks for asking, though. Div class name equal to post action bar repost group. And then we'll go ahead and do this. Clean this up a little bit. And honestly, post action group can just be its own thing, because this will basically just be like fit. So we can go ahead and just actually copy and paste this over and over again. It's just the other wrapper that's going to have special stuff on it, because it's going to have special coloring and everything. So go ahead and do this one here. Try not to scuff this. I'm sure I'm gonna scuff it. And then we'll do one more here. Although this one's different. So action bar right is different. That's fine. We're going to grab action bar right now, just so we can kind of group these together. It might not be the logical thing to do, but it's fine. So width, so let's see. So they have two for like 20. So let's say width is like, let's say like, actually it's like 75 pixels, and height will just be fit content, and the display will be flex, and let's see, the justified content will be, I think we can, this one just be center, doesn't really matter, and align items can be in the center. I think that should kind of group those two. And that might be a little bit close. We might need to do like 100 just to space them out a little bit. Well, I'm sorry, man. Sorry to hear about your loss. I spent too much time arguing with people like you. I still didn't really space it out much. Interesting. I don't know why it's not spaced out. Display flex, center. Maybe it's because of the center. Maybe we space between. Ooh, that's way too big. Yeah. Okay, let's go back down to like 70. Or 75. That's still way too much. So let's go 50. Okay, I can live with that. That looks pretty good. I like that. Damn, I guess I gotta live on the streets now. So now, basically, each one of these had to have their own like hover effect. And they each have their own color and stuff, which is not very fun. So I think that the sizing of this is fine. Whoops. Although I guess we're gonna have to do, so here, this post action bar group, I'm just gonna set it up to be like fit content for now. So width is fit content, height is fit content, and we'll say that the position is relative, and I think that'll do it for this. So now I'm just gonna go through here. So post action bar reply wrapper, I'm assuming this is like 30 by 30. And honestly, we just need a hover on this. And so let's see. So we will need a width of like 30 px, and this might be too big. Height of 30 px. Whoops. 30 px, and a border radius of 100%. Border of none, and then Need a background color of something and a color of something. Listen here, man. If you want it done faster, you come do it then. Alright. Now that I got the troll out of the way, let's see if I can yoink some information here. So here's our div. Can I get any color whatsoever that's helpful? Color. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the hover effect, that's the thing. Yeah, okay. Oh, here we go. So there is a hover. Let's see here. It's this div, hover. Although I don't know how to see the hover. Alright, if you want it done right, then I guess you'll stop complaining then. I was really hoping I could find the color for this. Hover, because that'd make my life a lot easier. I could find the hover color. Go up a little bit farther. So we have this div, hover. That is a transparent background. And inside that div, we have this div. Well, boss is gonna have to wait. This is the big one. It's got to be on this one. Somewhere. Let's see. Here's the color, but it's the wrong color, it seems like. And there's no background color. Huh. So this just made my life a lot harder. Although I can see the background color change 29, 151, 240. So RGBA 29, 151. So 29, 151, I think, or 155. Let me double check. 155. And then the last one was 240. And then the last one after that was 0.1. Okay, so we got that one. And I kind of want to go through and find all the RGBs for these. So this one. Now I gotta find this one really quick. Okay, so now if we hover over this, we gotta find where the background color is. So this background color here, it's not changing. Maybe I have to do this. I have no idea how I got this to work. There's a color. Not changing. Yeah, it's gotta be this one. I'm gonna scroll through here until I find the color for this. This has to be the right one. I can also try this one really quick. Well, this one doesn't have like anything on it, so it can't be this one. Whenever you hover over it, something's changing. I just gotta figure out where it's at. I just saw it. It's gonna be a sad day if I can find the blue, but I can't find the green. Nothing changing. Uh-oh. We might not be able to find this one. There's the pointer. Yeah, I don't know where this color's coming from. Can't get this one to pop up. That stinks. Can I get this to pop up anywhere? It's like a green color. Yeah, I can't get it to pop up. Unfortunately. Like this one, the color must change. But nothing's happening whenever I hover over it. But the color should be changing at the very least. Well, I think I'm just gonna start trying to grab, I guess, look at a green color. So I'm gonna look at like RGBA green. Let's see if we can find some colors. Shamrock maybe. Yeah, let's try this color. So here's the next color that we'll try. I don't know why there's a 1 there. I guess that's the opacity. And then there's like a red. Let's look at red. Red is like this color maybe. We're not gonna be able to get the perfect right color. So that stinks, but it is what it is. So I'm just gonna copy this color for the red. Oh man. Let me fix this. And then let's see what else Twitter uses. So it uses red, and then it just goes to blue again. So, so color, let's say RGBA. Sucks that I couldn't get the proper colors for the rest of these, but I guess it is what it is. And that was a bunch of waste of time, but oh well. So we hover over, it's not centered. Doesn't look like the right color, but that's also probably because other thing. So yeah, this has to be probably display flex as well. And justify content, whoops. Justify content in the center and align items in the center. That should do it, I'd hope. Okay, it moves it though. Why does it move it? Is it because of, maybe we do need to have this post action bar reply all the time? It's gonna be a lot of code that I have to duplicate, unfortunately. Let's try to take all this maybe and paste it in here. Guess that doesn't matter. We can also throw cursor pointer on there. Let's see. Yeah, okay, now it's staying. And size wise, it might be slightly bigger than that. We have it at what? It says 30 by 30. I guess we can try 35 by 35. Seems really big considering how big this guy is. I'm gonna go 32 by 32. This does not seem like a rich enough color, but it is what it is. It might be the dark, like it might be the fact that it's dark mode, maybe. We bumped up to 0.2. The thing is whenever we hover over this one, we also need to set this up. Should be interesting. This is a, because I don't think we can say on mouse over. This isn't like a normal. So this is going to be more annoying than I had hoped it would be. What we could do is we can put an ID on it. ID equal to, we could say reply. We can say on, maybe on mouse over. Then we can say let's make a function for now. And what we could do, I guess we can set up an object that kind of has the colors set up in them. And then we'll set the color to this. So I'm going to go to the bathroom really quick. Whenever we get back, we're going to set up this function that handles the mouse over and also the use state, I guess. Do we have use state? We don't. Okay, so we'll bring in use state and we'll do that. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, so let's bring in useState. And what we'll go ahead and do is we're going to make an interface. And we're going to go ahead and call this hover color interface or hover colors or something. And what this will be is we need the different things. So I forget what all of these are called, but we have like repost. So we have reply, we have repost. So we have, let's do this, reply will be a string. We have repost, which is a string. We're going to have like, which is a string. And then we will have views, which is a string. And then a bookmark, which is a string. And I'm sorry about that. And then share, I guess, which is a string. And then what we can go ahead and do is we'll have a state. So we'll just go ahead and say const colors and set colors, because I'm bad at naming, equal to useState of type hover colors. And this will start out, I want to do this. So this guy will just start out as reply, and let's grab the default colors. So it's just going to be this gray color here. I don't know why that color is slightly different, but whatever. So reply will be this color, and they're all going to be this color. So fix this. They all start out as this color, and we'll update them with what we want. And then next we want repost will be this, and then like will be this, views will be this, and then bookmark will be this, and then finally share will be that. And it should get rid of the error. Now the issue is that I guess we'll also need on a mouse leave as well, which is kind of annoying. On mouse leave, and we'll have to do something similar where we reset the value, but we can take the ID and we can, you know, basically set this up. So say const update hover colors react.mouse events, and this will be on HTML div elements, not dialog, div elements. Okay, and then here we'll go ahead and say it's not going to be as nice and clean as what we'd want, so I'm going to say, can we say this const? No, it won't work. We can say const id is equal to e dot current target, I think is what I have to use, dot id, and hopefully this will work. And we can probably switch on the id. We can probably switch on ID, maybe switch on the ID, and then we'll have a case, and the first case will be reply, and if this is the case, we'll say set colors to ... and then colors, and then we'll go ahead and say reply will be equal to, and we can grab the color from our CSS. So now it'll be RGBA this point, except it won't be 0.2, it'll just be RGBA or RGB. So we can get rid of that, and we can get rid of this. Clean this up a little bit. So we can set that color, and then we can go ahead and break, right? and then save, and then we'll go ahead and say const reset colors equal to, and this will be whenever we mouse leave. So then we'll go ahead and say just set colors, and I'm just gonna copy and paste this. Honestly, we're just gonna set the colors back to this and do this. There we go. So we'll just set the colors to that whenever we reset. And now what we'll do is on mouse enter or on mouse over. We'll go ahead and I forgot what we called it. So update hover colors, and then this one will be reset colors. So then whenever we leave out of it, it'll reset it. Now here we'll go ahead and say colors dot reply. Is it gonna work? I don't know. Let's see. So it does work. It still doesn't seem bright enough blue, but it could still be the fact that a different monitor, you know, different colors, whatever. So there's that. It looks like we might need a little bit of room under this. We probably want some padding on the bottom or something with that, but that's fine. Okay, so that's good to go. Now I just have to do it a bunch of other times. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy all of these. Well, actually, let's copy this and then go into our wrappers. So here, this will be repost, and this will be, that's fine. And here we'll say colors.reply, or actually colors.repost. Copy this one, go into the like, paste this one will be like, and then this will be colors.like. Okay, next one, this one will be views. We could have done this slightly differently as well, but it's fine. This will be like.views. Whoops, not like, colors.views. After views, we'll have bookmark. So bookmark wrapper, ID. Whoops. And bookmark. This will be colors.bookmark. And then finally, we'll go ahead and have, whoops. I have two bookmark. This one should be share. I forgot to fix that. Share, and then ID and everything. This will be share. And this will be colors.share if I could type. Okay, so the good news is that for our views, so we can say case for views, we can set the colors to the same exact thing. So this will just be views. I don't know why it's not working. Views. And then we can have a case for this one is for bookmark, which is the same. So bookmark. And then also share is the same. And this scuffed. Fix this really quick. And then finally, share is also the same, so we can just copy paste the same exact thing. I think you can do ORs in this. I don't 100% know. But it is what it is. So now let's fix this. So this one will be share. This one could have been default, but whatever. Share and break. Okay, so case, next one will be repost. Repost is like the green color. So we'll set colors. Maybe. And colors. And this one will be repost. And let's grab the color from here. So this one is 0, 0, 0, yada, yada, yada. So RGB. Okay, will be that RGB color. And then finally, we will have, whoops, our like, which is a red color. Now, did I get the right colors? Probably not. I wasted too much time looking for the colors, so I just gave up basically. So like, I didn't get the break statement apparently. Okay, and then this RGB is here. So let's copy this one. Although I think I did it the wrong way. No, I didn't. I don't think. We'll see in a second, I guess. Green. I think that's actually pretty darn close. I mean, it might not be perfect. Blue, blue. So now we need to do the hovers. And now that I think about it, yeah, we still needed like special ones, right? Okay, so now we have to do the hover effects, which is no fun. So let's go ahead and start working on the hover effects. So we already did. Excuse me, we already did reply. So let's go ahead and do repost. Again, this is going to be a lot of copy pasting. So this is where you might argue to use like Tailwind or whatever. It's going to be the same thing as this. Paste that. And then we'll have our dot and then post action bar repost wrapper and hover. And we'll basically do the same thing here, except we'll have this color. Let's paste this color in, and we'll say dot 2, just because I like it a little bit darker. We could probably reuse this post action bar reply. We could probably say post action bar blue here and blue. And we could probably reuse it. So after repost is just like. So I'm just going to copy this. And now this will be like wrapper. And this will be like hover. And we'll grab the color of the RGB. And we'll say 0.2. And then I'm going to change the blue. So let's copy this post action bar blue wrapper. And for reply, we'll put this blue one. And then for views, we'll put blue. For this one, we'll put blue. And for this one, we'll put blue. And we'll see if we need to space stuff apart more and whatever. So blue, green, that isn't that bad. Red didn't work. That one's fine. This one needs more space. So red, let's see. Hover, like, okay. And case like, colors. So that's actually working. It's the like wrapper that's not working, right? So let's just double check our like wrapper. Post action like wrapper. Oh, it's because I did the wrong thing. There we go. Boom, boom. Those look good. And then we need to space these out better. So we have them at 32 pixels right now. So that'd be 64. So let's go back to 70 just to give us some space in the middle. That might be a little bit far apart. I think they're basically touching, so we might be able to go like 66. And let them more or less touch in the middle. Like so. And there we go. So now we need some spacing underneath. So to do that, I thought we had padding on the bottom. So let's see here. So this one is post action bar. So I guess we don't have actually any on the post action bar. So let's go to the post action bar. Let's say like padding bottom 16 as well. It might only be 8, but we'll see what it looks like. 16 px. Let's save that. Yeah, that's way too much. Let's go 8. Save that. There we go. I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. I feel like, yeah, I think I can live with this. It looks pretty dang good. Now, of course, when you get all of these working, now I want to go back to fixing this. And the reason why this doesn't work is because whenever I set up the layout page, I believe, actually it might be the app.tsx. When I set up app.tsx, we're using feed, but inside of feed, if we go to feed, we don't actually have any of those drop downs because all of the drop downs are still in home, I believe. So if we go into home now, so these are still all here. And I was concerned about moving this, but I think it'll be fine if we do go ahead and move this. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Home isn't even being used anywhere, I don't think. So I want to fix this bug. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this. I'm going to bring it back in the feed. We already have a use dispatch, so we don't need use dispatch. We're just going to go ahead and grab all these. And this should fix a lot of stuff. And now what we can do is come in here. And this was... do we want to on feed though, or do we actually... I think this was the thing that we were debating, right? We need to import all of these. So let's go and import these. So I think this is what we were debating. Is it going to look okay inside the feed, or do I need to update and put home back in? So this was done a long time ago. I don't remember when the stream was, but it was a while back that I did this. Now the question is, if I click on this, so that's fine. I click on GIFs, that's fine. If I click on poll, that works fine. If I click on emojis, okay, emojis just completely crashes. Emoji drop down, expected end of JSON input. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with this. Something just... Okay, so it doesn't like the emoji drop down. Wait, did it? If I refresh. No. Okay. Scheduling tweet still works. So something with emoji drop down is scuffed. Display emojis, emoji drop down. So let's just take a look at what is wrong with emoji dropdown, I guess. Emoji dropdown TSX. Let's see. Is it to do with this? I don't think so. Scroll areas. Still have our assets. We still have all emojis. So we should have the emojis and everything. Let's just double check. So actually, I don't know if we bring in emojis in here, or if it's in like utility class. Of course, everything works but the one thing that I wanted to test. I'm not sure what the deal is with this. Emoji data. I don't see anything going on in here. Everything seems fine. Doesn't give me that good of a log. So that's fine. I don't care about that. Unexpected end of JSON input. Emoji input 266. JSON not parse. Okay, so it is the recent emojis. Our application, there's probably nothing, right? Yeah. If I inspect, go to our application and refresh, there's nothing in there. Although it should be setting recent emojis. If not recent emojis, set recent emojis. Let's see. Do I not have a search content, parse recent emojis? So I guess I need to say what if I say and recent emojis? Why was this not an issue earlier? It's my question. There we go. Okay, so now this is still an issue. I think what we want to do is, so part of me wants to actually make this relative to this drop down box. So let's see. The issue is this. This is here, right? So we might need to take this, and I want to put it into feed post creator, I think. So let's go into feed post creator. And let's see here. I don't know where feed post creator is. Maybe it's inside feed component features. It's gotta be, right? Feed post creator. And feed post creator.tsx. So I want to put this at the bottom. Like at the very bottom. Let's see. I think I want to put it under the submit cluster. We need to bring in display emojis, so that should be easy enough. This is a mess. We should clean this up, huh? So we'll say const display emojis equal to use selector state, and this will be state dot, and then it's gonna be modal dot, and then display emojis. And now this should be fine down here. Now this is inside what div? This is inside of, do I want it inside that? Or do I want it inside of feed post creator? Let's just put it inside feed post creator. So let's just put it all the way down here. Now here's my worry. Let's just see what happens. So if I go into feed post creator CSS and go into feed post creator, what happens if I say position relative? Nothing. Perfect. Okay, that's what we want to see. Now we need to be able to close out the emojis whenever we click out of this, but that's fine. Now what we want to see is if we go into the emoji drop-down CSS, and if we put z-index is fine. So let's say 0, 0. And let's just see where this puts this. So I think this is going to put it in the top left of our content box. Yep, that's exactly where it puts it. So we know the height of this, right? Now I actually know what Twitter looks like if I actually start making a post on Twitter. Hopefully it doesn't go crazy here. So it's offset a little bit to the left and basically right on the bottom. So we should know the height of the drop down. So we go into this guy. Guess we don't know because it's fit content. Oh man. I just put a wrench in my Let's put a wrench in my plans because it's gonna be based off of the height of our drop down box. So we'd have to get the height of the parent basically. We can get the left and right, so like I think at least for the CSS, so left, we can do like, let's try like 32 pixels or something. We can at least get the left and right. So like, I think that looks about right. Now the issue is that we almost need to go into the drop down. And I think it's just gotta be this one, emoji drop down. We almost need like style equal to, I always forget to do this, but I think it's like this. We can say top, and the top's gonna have to be calculated based off of maybe the height of, so this is gonna be really gross, even more gross than it already is. We're going to do something like emoji drop down props equal to, well, we need to say interface. I'm getting tired, I'm sorry. Interface emoji drop down props. We'll say top is a string. We'll pass this in here. So this will have emoji drop down props. And I think we had issues with this whenever I tried doing something similar to this in my old job. So we'll see if this will work. I'm a little bit concerned that's not gonna update properly, but although we probably want to say top colon $, curly brace top px. But this goes away if you try to type on the other thing. So it might be okay. So now inside of feed post creator, it's obviously complaining. This is because we want to say, why didn't I do this? Can't I just say bottom 0? Before I try to do all this, let's get rid of all this. Get rid of all this. And here, I just say bottom 0. So bottom 100%. We want top 100%. Honestly, that might be where we put it. Now we do need to go back into home really quick and steal the close all basically. So let's go back into home. And I'm gonna grab this. And this is not a great way to do this. Although this might need to be on either the outlet page. This might need to be in like layout page even. So I'm actually going to take this into layout page. I'm going to do this. So paste this, and then let's go ahead and let's grab const, copy this. Whoops, maybe we'll copy this. Const display emojis equal to use selector. State, root states, state dot modal dot display emojis. And I spelled selector wrong. And then we need to import this. And then if we click anywhere on the layout page, on click, hopefully we set this up to be able to work. Let's see. Click anywhere on here, go like this, be like, okay. Yeah, we did. Okay, cool. Click off. Ooh. Those don't count as characters. Interesting bug. Okay. Now we can say what's poppin'. Brand new. Going to emojis. And this is scuffed. I think I know how to fix it. Maybe I don't. I don't know. But what should we do for our whip? Excuse you? Okay, that's not good. We have a bug. I kind of want to rewrite this anyway. IDK. Why that's broken. We will have to debug. I wanted to refactor. Anyway. And now my thing's scuffed again. So interesting. If we post, it doesn't automatically go up there because we don't have that set up. Although it should be set up. So that's another issue. Okay, interesting. So now we got this. This needs set up. And yeah, we're kind of a mess right now. But I think that's all we're going to do for the day. I know we haven't done that much, but we did get our post styled. We have a lot of work and a lot of just like random. This doesn't have a nickname, so that's fun. We have a lot of random like debugging and other stuff to do that we probably want to focus on this weekend maybe just to get more stuff done. Obviously, eventually we want these to be clickable and all that, but I want to figure out what's going on with my emojis. That's an issue. I'd also really like to get, if we come into our feed, or actually our post, I want to get verified done and orgs done. So that's something I really want to do. So these two, we're going to set up. I don't know how we're going to do the org thing. Because it's, well, I guess what we could do is we could upload the image and yeah, that'll be fine. But yeah, and then we can work on like updating this part. We can get rid of this now because we know it works. The other thing works. So I think I want to focus on this and this in the next stream. And then maybe we can start thinking about doing replies and all of that stuff. Basically get all the basic post stuff done. And then what we'll have to do is we'll have to come through here and inside the post content, just images, just stuff like that. But then that's going to do it for this episode and live stream. If you guys did enjoy, please sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate everyone that made it to this point. I know these are really long episodes. So if you bared with me this entire time, then more power to you. But yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by, liking, commenting, subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video or a live stream. Have a great one, everyone.